One of the most woke activists working in Hollywood today, Ava DuVernay, is having the walls closing in around her as Hollywood is starting to realize that she is nothing but bad news to everything that she touches in Hollywood. Every project that she is involved with ends in nothing but total disaster when she is involved, and we're at a point right now where things are getting very, very bad, and she's getting her own bad news from Warner Brothers. So Ava DuVernay's deal with Warner Brothers Television ends. And of course, this is all following after her own show, Naomi, was canceled after one season over at CW because of just how woke it was, because of how much of a trash fire it was. But this is what Ava DuVernay continues to do. And let's not forget some of the horrific things that Ava DuVernay has said in the past on Twitter as well. Some of the things like, everyone has a right to their opinion, and we, black producers with hiring power, have the right to not hire those who diminish us. So, to the white men in this thread, if you don't get that job you were up for, kindly remember, bias can go both ways. This is 2020 speaking. So it's okay to be, racist, apparently, if it suits you. Let's not forget this gem as well, where she responded to Stephen King once after Stephen King said, "I would never consider diversity in matters of art, only quality. It seems to me that to do otherwise would be wrong," which is honestly a pretty base thing for Stephen King to say, and he is completely correct about this. Nothing when it comes to diversity should have an influence on the story. It should all be about the quality. But Ava DuVernay responded and said, "When you wake up, meditate, stretch, reach for your phone to check on the world, and see a tweet about someone you admire that is so backward and ignorant, you want to go back to bed." Poor Ava. Poor Ava. It's a really, really tough life being Ava DuVernay. Multi-millionaire. It's tough out here. It's really tough out here. And let's not forget this tweet that just was absolutely insane. "Watching Harvey Weinstein sit in for Piers Morgan and interviewing Clinton. I've heard all the Harvey stories over the years, but still a fan." So she's heard all of the Harvey stories over the years, but she is still a fan. Wow. That is Hollywood in a nutshell right there. So Ava DuVernay's deal with Warner Brothers Television ends. This rumor comes from The Hollywood Reporter's Leslie Goldberg, who writes, "Sources tell The Hollywood Reporter that the prolific multi-hyphenate has opted to end her overall deal with the studio following the conclusion of her 5-year deal. The Rich Pact, which DuVernay signed in late 2018, officially ends March 31st. Yeah, I'm sure it was totally just Ava DuVernay's doing, It was all coming from her. It had nothing to do with David Zaslav continuing to cut all of the weak parts out of Warner Brothers, all of the things that are not generating money, all of the things that are woke disasters. It's all just Ava DuVernay. It's totally her, because she is nothing but a beaming beacon of success, of course. So Goldberg adds, "Sources say Warner's and DuVernay's decision to let the deal expire was a mutual one and was made months ago." Yeah, and I have a bridge to sell you. Let me tell you what. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with all of this. All I can say is that the sooner that Ava DuVernay is kind of out of the picture when it comes to Hollywood, the better off we're all going to be, at least when it comes to the creative standpoint of things, because all she does is continue to just make a bunch of woke nonsense, and that is showing very clearly in the fact that all of the things that she continues to make do not do very well because people are just not into what she's doing. So with that being said, let me know what you think about this in the comments below. What do you think about what Ava DuVernay is, this whole situation with her? Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.